Namaste Yogis and good morning. Welcome back on the mat for a 15-minute hip morning routine that you can do with me today. So today's routine is going to be about loosening up the hips for the day ahead. A lot of times we have a lot of tension in our hips, and this is a really excellent routine. So let's get right into it. So our first position is going to be the shoelace position. And I have a little trick to do this one because it can be kind of hard to set up at first. So you're going to go on all fours, and then you're going to bring your right leg, crossing it in front of the left knee. And then we're going to bring our legs to the outside edge of our mat, and then we're just going to sit back. So this will place you into the shoelace position. And then we're just going to lean forward, allowing ourselves to settle into this. So do not force anything. This is the morning, so we're waking up. The hips are really tight. We just want to find our edge, and you might notice that your edge is different in the morning than it is later during the day when you do Yin Yoga. And that's totally okay, so do not force yourself. And we're going to slowly walk our hands back up. And now we're going to set ourselves up to do it in the other side. So I'm going to go on all fours facing you guys so you can see how this works if you haven't grasped the idea of it in the first position. So you're going to take your left leg and you're going to bring it over the right knee. And then bringing our legs on each side, you're just going to settle down into the seated position. So this will place you into the shoelace position, and then you're just going to walk your hands forward. Once again, finding your edge. So this is a great way to set yourself up if you kind of struggle bringing your leg over or not really flexible. It's kind of hard to do. This is the trick I found that helps me the most. Slowly release. And for today's practice, if you have two blocks, they might be handy because we're going to get into dragon pose. But if you don't, you can just put your hands on the ground. So we're going to bring our left leg all the way to the front beside our left wrist, extending our right leg back with the top of our foot flat on the ground, bringing the blocks by our side. We're going to keep our left heel aligned with our left knee. We're going to get into sort of a deep squat. So this is a very good position to loosen up the front of your hips, to regain flexibility in your body. Our hips do get really tight from spending so many hours in the seated position at work or at home on the couch, or pretty much everywhere we go, we're always seated. So you don't want to skip this one. It's definitely something you want to put into your Yin Yoga practice. Release. So it might feel good to just extend that left leg, releasing the front of our right hip, just going into a little stretch like this. We're going back into all fours. We're going to extend our right leg, swing it to the front of our mat beside our right wrist, grabbing our blocks, extending our left leg, foot flat on the ground, and then we're going to settle into this on this side. Allowing our hips to become heavy and gravity to pull us closer towards the ground. And we're going to slowly release. We're going to extend our right leg this time, taking a seat back, releasing the front of our left hip. And from here, we're going to go into sleeping swan position. So again, extending the left leg, swinging that left knee to our left wrist, and then bringing our shin in a perpendicular angle to the front of our mat, extending our right leg behind. We're going to slowly make our way down into our elbows and getting that deep stretch in our left glute. So just remember to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose as usual. Settling the mind for the beautiful day ahead. Waking up those hips and loosening up all the tension that might have accumulated from a night's rest in bed. Once you become more comfortable into the position, you can bring your stomach to your left chin and then bring your forehead all the way down to the ground. Getting into a deeper stretch. And we're going to slowly come back up, going back to all fours, this time extending our right leg, swinging that knee to our right wrist, placing our shin in a perpendicular angle to the front of our mat, extending our left leg back and flat onto the ground, and then lowering ourselves into our forearms, becoming heavy into that right hip, keeping everything squared and in line here, allowing ourselves to settle into this position. And we're going to slowly come out once again. And then this time I'm going to invite you to make your way down onto your back. And bring our legs up. We're going to grab the outside of our feet and we're going to pull our knees down on both sides. And then it might feel good to just rock left to right to massage that low back. So this is a good hip opener as well. So just pull those knees down without forcing too much from your arms. Just breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Allowing gravity to do the rest while you're setting yourself up for another amazing day ahead of you. And then I'm going to invite you to bring your feet back down and get into Savasana, our final position for today's class. Just if you can take a few minutes here to just lie down and breathe and clear your thoughts and mind for the day ahead. It's always amazing to just feel and notice what's going on into your body after Yin Yoga. sequence, even a short one like this, makes you feel 10 times better. It's the reason I started doing it, because I love it so much. So thanks, yogis, for joining me today on the mat. If you can subscribe to my channel, it's greatly appreciated. It's the #1 way to support me in doing more classes like this and buying more equipment and better cameras and audio. Have a beautiful day, yogis, and thank you so much. Namaste.